Today we're tackling one of the most frequent and most critical questions I receive all the time from my clients in the northern states. Is the current moment the right time to secure a vacation investment property? Or should we just wait till next year? Well, welcome back to my channel. I am PaFoua, the luxury, global, and relocation specialist here in South Florida. I specialize in advising high net worth individuals on the strategic acquisition and optimization of their elite residential assets here in South Florida. This decision isn't about the general market sentiment. It's about optimizing your investment window based on data, inventory cycles, and strategic financial factors. We will provide compelling reasons why this is the strategic moment to act and address the two primary reasons for hesitation. This analysis is designed to translate the market data into a clear, actionable advice for your portfolio. So why not wait? These are the 5 reasons to secure your asset now. The instinct to wait often stems from hope for lower rates or lower prices. However, in the ultra luxury segment, the cost of waiting often outweighs the benefit. Here are 5 strategic reasons to deploy capital now. Last year's data confirms that while total inventory has increased in some peripheral areas, the supply of best-in-class assets remains critically tight. The ultra luxury sales, which were 10 million plus, were near record highs, absorbing the best properties. Waiting just means competing against the inevitable surge of seasonal buyers returning in Q1. Securing your ideal asset now just means competing only against a smaller year-end pool of buyers, often securing your asset before their frenzy begins. Analysts forecast modest price increases for prime assets in this upcoming year, driven by continued wealth migration and limited inventory. If an elite asset appreciates by 4 to 7% over the next year, that's a conservative estimate for prime water. That gain will easily eclipse any marginal savings realized from a slightly lower mortgage rate later. The financial calculus favors securing the lower acquisition costs now to capture the inevitable appreciation cycle rather than waiting for a minor rate shift that only increases your overall purchase price. The market analysis shows that even in the luxury segment, properties that were slightly overpriced in this last year saw longer days on the market. So sellers who haven't moved their asset by the end of the year are often more motivated to secure a clean, timely closing before the new year. The period between now and the end of the year is historically the best time to present a sharp, strategic offer as sellers prioritize financial closure over maximizing the final dollar. This short-lived kind of flexibility disappears, of course, in January. A vacation home acquired now is positioned to immediately capture the lucrative peak rental season, which typically runs from November through May. And if you're acquiring later in the year, means you're just missing this crucial window, delaying your potential rental yield by nearly a full year. South Florida rental income in the luxury tier remains very robust. Acting now ensures your asset is cash flowing sooner, accelerating your return on investment. The Florida legislature is actively debating major property tax changes for this coming year's ballot, some of which could affect non-homestead properties, while some proposals aim to lower taxes. The possibility of future legislative changes to property taxation or insurance requirements creates some complexity. Purchasing now locks in your current tax structure and assessment baseline. Waiting just kind of introduces the possibility of acquiring the asset under less favorable new tax rules or elevated insurance premiums that could be passed down in the next 2 years. Buy now allows you to control your exposure to these pending changes. As your strategic advisor, it's imperative that we address the 2 primary logical reasons why high net worth individuals might choose to wait. The assumption is that rates will drop to the high 5% range or lower late next year, lowering the cost of financing. For our clientele, financing is a choice, not a necessity. Any anticipated drop in rates is highly likely to be met with accelerated price appreciation in the prime market as rate-sensitive buyers return. The initial acquisition price is the single largest variable. Furthermore, the best assets often demand all-cash closings due to competitive auctions. Waiting for a rate benefit risks paying significantly higher principal price. Some believe the increased general inventory will eventually flood the luxury market, forcing sellers to lower prices. The increased choice is mainly in assets with intrinsic flaws like poor location, high future assessments. Just waiting for the inventory to build at top tier is a bet against the continued wealth migration into Florida, a bet that history has proven unwise. So waiting for the better prices or for more inventory is a strategic gamble. Our data suggests that for high quality scarce assets, the market is already factored in those variables. The only thing waiting guarantees is a higher competition. So in conclusion, the evidence is clear. The convergence of favorable year-end negotiation leverage, the opportunity to capture for this next year peak rental income, and the critical need to secure prime asset before the next wave of buyers enters the market makes this an exceptionally strategic moment for acquisition. My team specializes in translating this market intelligence into decisive action, ensuring your vacation investment home meets the highest standards for appreciation, rental yield, and lifestyle. We find an off-market asset, we manage the negotiation, we execute the flawless closing. If you are ready to apply a disciplined, data-driven approach to acquiring your next highly desirable appreciating asset, the time for hesitation is over. Let's move with precision. I am PaFoua, the luxury global and real estate gal here in South Florida, delivering sunshine and smiles one home at a time. I invite you to initiate a confidential principal-to-principal discussion immediately. We can secure your perfect asset before the calendar officially flips and the competitive pressure intensifies. So click on the link in the description below to schedule your private consultation. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification button to stay up to date with the Florida lifestyle and real estate market. Thank you for your time today, and until next time, toodaloo.